We just got a brand new jailbreak robbery in the form of the oil rig. But how do you rob it? And what are the best ways to ensure that you get as much cash as possible from this robbery? I'm going to explain everything here in this video, and I'm going to give some tips as to how to rob this location as effectively as possible. Of course, make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy, and without any further delay, let's get started. So first off, some ground rules. As this sign here states, the only way you can approach this robbery is by using a boat. If you try to approach the robbery in a helicopter, you will be shot down instantly. You'll be killed before you can even touch the oil rig itself. I tried using a jet, and even that wasn't fast enough to avoid the lasers. You also can't just drive a car underwater. There's a barrier that blocks cars from driving to the oil rig, and even if you can drive over the barrier with like the monster truck, you'll still get killed. Therefore, you're forced to use one of the boats that the game has. There's 3 different options you could use here, though technically you could go back and get the sloop if you wanted to. If you don't have any boats, I'd probably recommend just buying the jet ski. That will probably be fast enough. Any boat will work to get to the robbery itself, but if you want to turn in your cash quickly, then the jet ski will probably be your best bet. The yacht is pretty good if you have a bunch of friends you want to go with, but if you are more of a solo person, the jet ski should be just fine. Also, keep in mind that cops are able to get into this robbery, and you will not be alerted if they show up. So make sure you keep an eye out for them in addition to the NPCs. Alright, now that we're done talking about the ground rules, let's say you pick a boat and you drive up to the oil rig. You haven't been shot down because you used the right mode of transportation. Next, you're going to climb up the ladder. Now, when you reach the top, you will be greeted by several hostile NPCs. Now, usually there's probably going to be several people here with you, so taking them out shouldn't be too much trouble. But if you're having a tough time, there are some explosive barrels set around the robbery, which you can maneuver around and use to destroy the NPCs attacking you. They can also harm other players, including people on your team, so make sure you're careful. Anyway, above the door the NPCs are coming out of, you can see a number showing how many of them are left. Once they are all killed, you can run inside and pull this lever, which will open this door over here. When running in this stairway, watch out because there's a couple NPCs that are coming down the stairs right as you're going up, so make sure you take care of those guys. As you walk around through the robbery, there are several spots for you to set up TNT. The TNT has a timer which tells you how much time you have until the whole oil rig explodes, and obviously you want to be off of it by the time that happens. I recommend placing TNT wherever you see a prompt to do so because it will give you a reference for how much time you've got left. Then as you go up the rest of the stairway, you will see a puzzle that is pretty much just like the power plant puzzles. Shouldn't be anything too difficult. Now once you open it, watch out because there's some NPCs inside this room. As you can see, I got killed because I didn't fully anticipate them. There is a barrel there that you can use to take them out if you need to. After killing those guys, you'll see a couple huge jugs of oil. Just stand on the red here and it will automatically go into your bag. It doesn't take too long. And don't worry, this oil doesn't run out because it's client-sided, which basically means that everyone who comes to this robbery will be able to get the same amount of oil. Once it's drained, you gotta keep moving on. The next room you gotta get into over here requires 2 people to pull the levers, so make sure someone else is with you when you're robbing this place. There's a couple NPCs waiting for you when you open the door, so watch out for those dudes. Then pull this lever and get into the next room. Just follow where we're walking here. There's really only one path you can go. Now, this section here is just a small obby with some lasers that are pretty easy to avoid. If you get hit by some of them, don't worry, they don't do that much damage. If you fail the obby, don't worry, you won't die. Just climb up the ramp and attempt it again. Over here, you'll see another set of jugs, so walk up to the red and wait for them to disperse into your inventory. You can get a free key card on your way in or out, and you'll need it if you want to escape by helicopter, and it's just useful to have in general. If you've escaped that room and you still have space, head back the way you came because there's another room that also has some oil jugs. It has a donut vending machine, so if you've lost any health and you need to replenish, you can grab some donuts. If you got your precious oil, there are a couple ways you can escape. First, you can try escaping through the roof. There's a helicopter stationed up top. What you have to do is go through this door that shows someone getting shot. There's an NPC in there. After you kill him, make sure you hack this computer to disable the roof turrets. It may seem trivial, but make sure you don't forget to do this. Otherwise, the turrets will shoot down your helicopter. Then go up the ramp and kill the NPCs up there, and then go to the helicopter. Now, you'll need to hijack it, so make sure you're quick. I died a couple times because I was too slow slow in hijacking the vehicle once the heli actually despawned in front of my eyes right after I finished hijacking it. So I had to hijack it again and then I ended up dying. So you really want to make sure you're quick with this. The advantage of using the heli is that you can just fly straight to the cargo port, while with the boat it's a little more complicated to get there. But for a heli you do need a key card, and it's far more important to be quick with that. Now if you want to escape via boat, there are two possible options. There's a jet ski stationed right up at the oil rig, so you can just hop on, drop down to the water and zoom off to your destination. Or if for some reason you really want to use a different boat, you can just jump off the oil rig and use the yacht or the jet ski that spawns down at the bottom. The trouble with this, as I alluded to, is that it's more of a windy path to get to the cargo port, especially right now during the winter season with all the icebergs, though I imagine it will be much easier during spring and summer. Whichever escape vehicle you choose, just follow the red line as it will lead you to the cargo port where you can turn in your money. There's a big oil ship at the cargo port, so just go up to it and you'll get your cash. Congratulations, you just completed your first ever oil rig robbery. Hopefully the first of many bountiful robberies to come. I hope this tutorial was beneficial for you, and hopefully it helped you if you're having any difficulties with this robbery. Let me know what you think of it down below in the comments. If you enjoyed, I'd love to see you like and subscribe. Be sure to check out some of my other videos, including my ranking of every single jailbreak robbery. Also, you can get your own Noob Freak tire in Jailbreak by using the code YouTubeNoobFreak at any ATM. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.